How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. It's happening. We are actually seeing a big move up on Bitcoin, and it could be for a couple different reasons. One of them, I think, is that people are realizing there are a lot of companies out there that are going to be buying Bitcoin, that are buying Bitcoin. They're going to continue to get infinite debt to buy more Bitcoin. I want to show you what was just announced, a new company that I don't think we've talked about on the channel before that is issuing debt to buy Bitcoin. We also have some key resistance levels that we have to be paying attention to. And let's just look at this freaking chart. It looks beautiful. I hope you're all doing well today. It's a good day for Bitcoin. With us pushing up, we went over 65,000. Now we're right under 65,000. Keep in mind, this is just a few days after people felt defeated, like we're going back to 40,000, 30,000, 20,000. I saw all the numbers, and we were just at 59,000. And then we went straight up to 63, floated around for a bit. Now we're up at 65. We'll talk more about price action in a little bit, but if you want to trade cryptocurrency, as you can see, I have a lot of positions in the green, from 36% to 175 to 93. I have positions open on Margex. There is a link underneath the video where you can start trading in just a few seconds. It doesn't take very long to set up because all you need to do is put in an email, a password, and check their terms and conditions, and you can start trading. You can trade all different kinds of assets with leverage up to 100x, limit orders, market orders. You can take partial profits. You can take full profits. You can do all different kinds of things. It's powered by TradingView. So definitely check this out underneath the video. I think this is the time to be leverage trading, getting your positions in before the next leg up. I mean, that's when people have made a lot of money. Like I put in positions before we had our massive run up to 74,000. I made a ton of money there. I'm getting ready with a ton of capital around this level. So definitely check that out. There's also a link to CoinW underneath the video. They're doing a couple different giveaways. First of all, we're doing a few weeks where if you trade $100,000 in volume, you can get a $50 bonus. So we're giving away 4 $50 bonuses, and we're doing that for 3 weeks in a row. So nice little bonus there for you if you trade over 100,000. Plus, if you trade more, you can actually get more Bitcoin. So you can get up to $15,000 in Bitcoin. We catered it specifically to my audience because we talk about Bitcoin a lot. You can get from a $100 bonus or a $5 Bitcoin bonus all the way up to a $15,000 Bitcoin bonus. So that'd be pretty nice. A smooth 0.2 Bitcoin just for trading. So definitely check that out underneath the video as well. All you have to do, sign up under the link, hit join now, and then you should be good to go. Now, let's start here. We'll get to price action in a little bit, but German publicly traded company Samara AG to issue 30 million euros in bonds to buy Bitcoin and stake in funds. Honestly, I don't think I've heard of Samara before, but this is an asset group. They say Samara seeds the best emerging managers and builders, powering humanity forward through innovation, plus we hodl Bitcoin. So what did they say? They say they're going to have up to $30 million in senior secured Nordic bonds. The proceeds of the bonds are intended to help diversify their portfolio by acquiring additional limited partnership stakes in alternative investments, as well as increase its position in Bitcoin, which is the primary treasury reserve asset for this company. They say, we're excited by the prospect of placing this bond and looking forward to using the proceeds to acquire more Bitcoin and continue to seed the world's best emerging managers. That's pretty cool. A lot of companies seem to be doing this. We've been seeing MicroStrategy obviously be the leader in this, and it's performed very well. The top 10 performing stocks in the S&P 500, NVIDIA, Arista Networks, Quanta Services, Eli Lilly, and so on. MicroStrategy beats all of them since they started buying Bitcoin significantly. I mean, we're talking about 5xing the 6th and 7th best performing companies and still doing 50% better than NVIDIA. And this is without Bitcoin doing a whole lot. It's obviously gone up a good amount since August 10, but a lot of this time, they went through the entire last bull market where they bought a lot of Bitcoin. It went down for years, and then it's just basically come back to where it was before. It's not like we've gone up 15x or anything like that since they started buying Bitcoin. And the majority of their Bitcoin, I believe, like their cost base is right around $40,000. So imagine this when we move up to 100,000, 120,000, 130,000. A lot of people talking about the premiums. I saw a lot of people going back and forth, feeling strongly that either it's still undervalued, MSTR, or that it's overvalued because it is trading for about a 150, 160% premium. Keep in mind, the markets are closed today, so we won't see a lot of ETF action on Bitcoin's price, but this is interesting to watch. Obviously, as more and more companies realize I can get unlimited debt, buy an asset that is scarce, I can get more volatility, and then I can get cheaper debt, and then continue to do this. More and more companies are going to do this in the long run, especially with accounting rule changes this year. That's going to be big. The Bitcoin on exchanges also hits a 5-year low, as you can see. Just about 2.5 million Bitcoin. Now, depending on where you look, sometimes it will say even less than this. I've seen 2 million Bitcoin, 2.5 million Bitcoin. So just know there's not a ton left. And this continues to happen where more and more companies are buying for the long term and are using debt. I think there's going to be less and less Bitcoin around, especially as more and more companies obviously get a hold of this debt and continue to swallow up large amounts of Bitcoin. As you can see, we are facing some resistance at 65,000. This is the break we are waiting for. Once it happens, bull run resumes. Now, I've also been looking at not just 65,000, because that is actually where we got rejected this time. If you remember, we went all the way down to 49,000 back in August 4, when the German government was selling a lot of Bitcoin. Then we raced up, went sideways for a bit, went up to 65,000. Then we went down, went sideways for a bit, then raced up to 66,500. Fell down here, went sideways for a couple days. Now we're starting to move up. Keep in mind, though, we are putting in higher lows significantly. Like, look at this. 49,000, 52,500, 59,000. That's quite bullish, especially if we can break to a new high. If we can break over 65, over 66.5, then we're just looking at 68,000. We're looking at 68,000 because that is the mega downtrend that we've been facing for a long time. Let me just zoom out here. That's where we have been just fighting with since we hit 74,000. We got rejected once, twice, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully we can break through on the 6th time. And then obviously we'll be watching every single level that we've hit in the past. So 70,000 was a number that we hit back in late July, right around the Bitcoin conference. And then we'll be watching 72,000, 72,700, and last of all, 73,600. After we break this downtrend, I think people get extremely bullish. First of all, I think people will get even more bullish if we get over 66.5, 66.6, which is our previous high just from a couple weeks ago. And then once we break this downtrend, like everyone's flipping. And we did see a good amount of shorts being liquidated here today, 133 million versus 61 million of longs. Fact is, I think there will be a lot of people that break when we get over 68,000. It'll be really interesting. So be on the lookout for that. Bitcoin dominance, just staying around 58%. You know, there's some altcoins that are doing pretty well, but just in general, Bitcoin's still, kind of leading the market. Let me wait for this to reload because sometimes it takes a second on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. Okay, Ethereum up about 3.7% on Bitcoin's 3.3%. Solana up a nice 3.5%. But as you can see, like I said, like Bitcoin's leading the way. Of course, there are some altcoins that have done better than Bitcoin over the last 30 days. But over the last day, everything's just kind of sitting here waiting for Bitcoin's next move. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Again, it's a very exciting time. I realize that people don't understand that. A lot of people are waiting for the very easy to understand exciting time of when Bitcoin hits 80,000, 100,000. But this is the exciting time because this is when you can dollar cost average. This is when you can open up positions before the move. Again, there are links to CoinW and to Margex underneath the video in case you want to try that. CoinW can trade spot or leverage, Margex leverage. So check those out. Also, if you want a ticket to Bitcoin Las Vegas, I don't talk about this too much, but there is a link underneath the video. When you use the promo code MyFinancialFriend, you get 10% off. This is the cheapest it will be as well. This is the cheapest it will be. It goes to like 2-3 times the price. So check this out underneath. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.